we're going to talk about a type of interference pattern that is special to sound called resonance. Resonance, by definition, is a forced vibration that matches natural frequency, causing an increase in amplitude. So since there is an increase in amplitude, this is considered constructive interference. So what we're going to do now is go through this definition part by part so we can understand what this definition means. So forced vibration first, and then natural frequency next. So a forced vibration is exactly what it sounds like. It's forcing one object to vibrate because another one is as well. Any stringed instrument works off of forced vibration. You cause the string to vibrate, which then causes the body of the instrument to vibrate as well. This would be like a guitar. The body of the guitar vibrates, is forced to vibrate by the string. A homemade example would be the washtub bass, where you have a string that you pluck, and that plucked string causes the washtub at the bottom to vibrate. And the washtub is what we call a sounding board. So this is the body of a guitar, the body of a violin, the entire frame of a piano. These are all sounding boards. It's the part of a musical instrument that is forced to vibrate and creates this amplified sound. If you had just strings and plucking the strings, it would not be nearly as loud as being attached to the body of the guitar. So the next part of that definition was natural frequency. And natural frequency is the frequency at which an object will vibrate. So naturally, objects will vibrate at a certain frequency. There's a really interesting video link that's on my website with this PowerPoint to a bridge that is vibrating at its natural frequency in the wind. Now, the natural frequency of the object depends on the shape of the object and the elasticity of the object. So how big it is and in what shape and what the material is made of. When you reach this natural frequency, very little energy is required to cause that vibration. So a classic example is any musical instrument. Every musical instrument has a certain natural frequency, and in the example here of a trombone, when you pull the slide out on a trombone, it changes the shape and size of the instrument, changing its natural frequency, hence changing the sound or tone that it's making. Another example is a singing water goblet. So anyone who's ever done this, I don't suggest it because it works best on crystal, and I don't want you breaking your parents' crystal, but I'll bring a few glasses that might work to see if we can get this to happen. For a singing water goblet, anyone who's actually gotten this to work knows that once you reach that perfect speed and pressure around the top of the glass, it almost feels completely smooth. And it's because you've reached that natural frequency where you can hear the goblet singing, and it takes very little energy to get it to do that. Classic example of the water goblet would be from, what was the movie? Miss Congeniality. So that was her natural talent, was Miss Congeniality. In Miss Congeniality, she played all the water goblets. So the definition, going back, the definition is forced vibration that matches natural frequency, creating an increase in amplitude. So we're forcing something to vibrate so that it matches the natural frequency, so what it wants to vibrate at, causing a much louder sound.